Okay, he's covered. I'm gonna take that underneath guy because he's open. Slide, throw. There we go. You have your body here. Make him run through you. Okay, guys? Now. Got it, Dan, got it. There we go, good. Stay tight, Gavin, stay tight. A little tighter, okay? I am proud to say I got my swag at a school called Saddleback College in Mission Viejo. Best thing I've ever done. So in '81, I came to Fresno State. I decided, okay, I'm gonna give this place a shot. What a dynamic place it was. We had probably one of the top receivers in the nation. His name was Henry Eller. He was the go-to guy and I was the other guy, so we're Batman and Robin. He was gonna be a high draft pick, which he ended up going in the second round to the Rams. So Batman, shoulder kept popping out through the season, but Batman couldn't play in that Cow Bowl. It was the Cow Bowl. In '82, we played against Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, 27-yard line. The blitz is coming. He throws quickly for Paige, and he's in for the
I guess the performance I had, I caught 15 balls for 280 yards.
touchdown. He was in.
What a great opportunity it was to come here and produce and make yourself known, and to be positive and to come back and stay and then to give back to the community and pour into the community. I think it's just it's a great thing, and I'm so honored to do it. So obviously, you know, the draft was a long draft in those years. It was 16 rounds, I believe. The part that probably bothered me the most to say that, wow, it'd been kind of nice. At least you took me last. But you know what? I remember what Mama said, what God has for you, can't nobody stop it. So everything else fell right into line. I got a call from the Chiefs. The guy's name was Les Miller. And he said, I'm a scout with the Kansas City Chiefs, and we're interested. And we were like, you know, and he gave me a sales pitch. And I said, all right. I said, Al Davis, give me $500 more. And I was signed with the Raiders. And I remember my sign-up bonus for the Chiefs was for $8,500. And I said, Al, if you give me $9,000, I'd sign. And Al didn't do it. So I told Les, let's go. I'm gonna be a Chief. You know what? Lamar was God, what a cool owner he was. And he'd say, well, how you doing? And how's Paula? He'd say, and he'd get personal with you. He made you feel like family, but it wasn't always about the game. And Clark really has that same demeanor, just to see how much impact that the father would have on the sons. I remember when I made the team, he came and told me congratulations, and just was so supportive. And I guess he's saying, you know what, I took one from Al that Al wish he would have gave that $500 to. Yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs will be hosting the San Diego Chargers. The temperature in the mid-40s. I'm Charlie Jones.
It's game day. It's that morning up, and I got the feeling. I'm going in, and I'm like, yeah, it's our last game, and it's been a horrible season.
With this being the end of the season for two teams that are not going to the playoffs, that means it's a great day for Christmas shopping. And that's
but I said we're going home with something we're gonna remember, and I said, this is my opportunity, but I didn't know it was gonna be like that. And all of a sudden, you know, that first ball that Todd threw, and I can tell you exactly, it was a cover 2.
Down the sideline is Stephone Paige.
And I remember, it was as clear as day. I released outside, and I got in between the corner and the safety, and they didn't have time because it's such a void. It was right on time. Bam, 50, whatever it was.
56 yards.
And Todd couldn't finish out the first half. Then comes Bill Kenny. So Bill comes in, and then Bill starts chunking it. And all of a sudden, okay, I wasn't really thinking about it then. And all of a sudden, we get another big one.
Going deep, and he fires it, and Paige is there.
They said, do you know you already broke a Chief single game record? At the end of the day, I had one more catch. I needed like 12 yards, and we ran a route, and I caught that thing. I tell you what,
needs 7 yards to break one of the oldest records in the book. And there it is. All right, 11 yards. But with that reception, 311 yards. The new NFL one-game receiving record.
And he knew it right away.
It's just God's favor today. He's going to show everybody what they've been missing, and it's going to be my coming out party. So everybody's going to know who he is, that number 83 out of Fresno State and out of Saddleback College, out of Long Beach, from Long Beach Poly. They're going to know who that guy is. All I can just think about what my mama said. I can think about what the scout said. She said God was going to show up, and she said what he had for me was big. And I didn't know it was going to be that big, but it was huge. When you say you're retired and you take a couple years off, or you do little, very little, or sometimes, you know, some guys think it's, hey, I want to golf, I want to bowl, I want to, you know, play horseshoes, whatever you decide you want to do. And I decided it was time to give it back. How can I give back to what God has been so gracious to do for me and what he's blessed me with, to allow me to make a great living, to live a great life, and to be able to do some things that some folks never could be able to do. So coaching's more than just coaching. Football is coaching about life. And then I can speak through them spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and all the other things that comes with it. Lord, I thank you this morning that you would show up in their lives, Lord, and then right at the time that they will need you. So Lord, I thank you for your divine protection. Be a good person. Learn to serve others. Put yourself last. Don't worry. God's going to take care of everything that you need. He'll take care of it, but somebody else is in worse shape than you are. Always let them see that they're in a positive, they're in a great position. And what we're doing is we're using this as a tool. What we're doing, a tool that folks can come out. They can come out, and we got a beautiful facility that they can come out, and we can get kids out of environments. Not only I'm doing it, my son's doing it too. We have environments that they're in, that's environments that's not good and that's not healthy, that we can bring them out even for an hour workout or a 2-hour workout, or once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. We can get them out and we can speak, and we can get into their minds and give them clarity again. And we can tell them, just because you're in that position now doesn't mean that you have to stay there. So when you leave here, don't worry about, take everything that you learned and what we got here, let's take it back and apply it to where we're going back to school, to our class, and back to our families, back to our neighborhoods. So it's a training ground. And what I'm using the academy is to train up future leaders. Even if none of them ever go in the NFL draft or as a pick, or none of them never goes on and play D1 football, whatever, you know what? You're still gonna be a change maker, because I know God's gonna use you to do something that's gonna be powerful, and it's gonna change Fresno, it's gonna change California, and it's gonna change the world, and that's what it's all about.